We were talking about whole foods, we were talking about soul foods. Now we break it down what food actually is. Food is actually fuel for us, right? Now those fuels are coming up from three things, which are protein, carbs, and fats. Now probably a lot of the viewers out there, they don't know the differences between protein, carbs, and fat. Now these are actually macronutrients that our body needs to fuel us to function for every day. Now, from you guys, what's the protein, carb, and fat looking like when you are eating daily?
Well, depends on the budget.
True.
That's accurate.
If I just got my salary, steak. No, because I'm a meat eater, full-on meat eater. I have soy intolerance, so I can't have too much soy. But so meat is my go-to if I have a lot of baru gajian. Steak lah. Nice fancy dinner, steak. And then salmon, right? But then on budget,
Mahal semua ya?
gajian.
Oh iya, benar.
Early on. End of the month chicken
Telur.
telur.
Yang penting ada protein ya.
Segitu agak-agak langsung turun, right? Yes, probably I would say like chicken most of the time. Yeah, that's mine sih. Kalau protein ya.
Carbs and fats.
Carbs, I do. Now, this is for some people who kadang suka nggak percaya. I eat rice, but once a day udah cukup. I can't have too much like morning, lunch, and dinner rice. Cannot. So I would have my bread. I would have my rice later on in lunchtime. Usually lunchtime. Rice because I need more energy to function. And then dinner I would get pasta. That's the easiest one.
So you go varied with carbs, yeah?
Yeah, because I get bored. Then my fat, olive oil.
That's all you cook in, basically. Yeah. How about you, Coach Ihab?
So I'll start with the protein because it's my favorite, and I think I always focus on more protein. Whenever I eat more proteins than the carbs, which is I need to increase the carbs.
You need to increase the carbs.
So for protein, I really appreciate the meat. This is like Susan, but it's just like so hard to find the good meat, and especially here in Indonesia, it's quite like difficult for me. But if I just like have the opportunity, I'll just like take it meat first, and then chicken, grilled chicken. I always like have grilled chicken most of the time in my lunch if I'm not fasting.
Yeah.
And also the eggs just in the morning, or oats is not like purely protein. Right?
No,
but I just like prefer to have it in the morning with like omelette or white egg. That would be good for me.
So your fats are probably from martabak, from the butter, and
I think the fats I mostly I think from the
pastry.
Like avocado or like something. Yeah, this is I now I knew that it's also fats, but I think it's not high enough because I'm just like low in the fats. But at the same time, the carbs is like Susan like to do is like mixing because I'm really like low. Like I cannot have nasi or like rice for too much.
Yeah.
No, I cannot. So
memang bukan orang Indonesia, Bapak.
Yeah.
Orang Mesir.
So my favorite is me. I prefer to have
noodles.
Okay. Most of the time, more than rice, except if the rice have taste. So if it's just like one white rice with no taste, it's so hard for me to just like go with it.
Yeah, because you have the Middle Eastern.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Middle Eastern like
to
spices.
Spices. And also, I think most of the time I have the bread. Bread is the main source of bakery in general, not only bread. So yeah, this is my.
Your protein, carbs, and fat?
Protein and carbs.
All right.
And fats.
Cool. So like you've heard, I'm going to explain. So what you heard, there's a lot of various proteins, various carbs, various fat sources from what Coach Sue said, from what Coach Ihab said. So you guys can actually mix and match, and we never like demonize carbs. Now for me, I kind of go with what Coach Sue says for carbs. I don't go rice all the time because it's just boring. It's not that rice is bad for you or white rice is bad for you. It's just boring. Like if you eat rice every day, bosan gitu doang. So there's bread. You can eat bread. You can eat white rice. You can eat potatoes. I like potatoes also.
Oh, I love sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, ubi. Sweet potatoes. What else is there? Whole wheat pasta. If you want to eat a little bit of cookies here and there, like quick sugar, by all means you can do that. And then for protein, steak. Steak is good. But I can't eat steak every day, see.
Yeah.
Enak. For me,
if it's a Japanese cut, you know,
Marbling, A5 Wagyu gitu ibu. Mahal ya?
itu dia. Only early on ya teman-teman.
Abis tuh
Udah.
apa?
Telur gitu.
Bisulan dong.
White-nya doang, white.
Oh my gosh, ya
Just a
udah.
small reminder that I'm fasting.
Iya.
Oh iya.
I'm struggling here, guys. Help.
Jadi, gak usah.